As you approach the tunnel,
That's fucked up, Eddie. You hold down. I think he knows me better than myself.
vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch.
Well, he got the story right, just the names are wrong. Yeah, but you gotta understand, man. You gotta understand that I was a crack smoking technician.
Attention, this is the MTA Cali tunnel. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an
Sound like Richie finally came clean today.
experience with 12 foot.
You see, when people like that try to push that kind of spin, what they're actually trying to say is that they're the real fucking perpetrators.
Queens Midtown.
Exactly.
Be aware.
Yep, there you go. There you go, Sinky.
You got you there, Squiggy.
Lower deck for the lower deck.
Oh, God, there goes the #1 dick licker out there, Ali Blowjob. Watch out. Blowjob on the... A blowjob alert. Ali Blowjob's out there. Pay attention.
Fuck you and your video game.
Pay attention. Watch out. Pay attention.
Fuck you and your...
Ali Blowjob. A.K.A. the Taliban.
Disgruntled.
Ali Blowjob. Pay attention.
Hey, Alibaba, big money. It's talking, man. It's talking. Working. Squash.
Way too funny.
Hey, right now.
You should have heard the story he was telling Brown Hornet yesterday, man. That shit was too funny.
Oh, you mean Blue Hornet.
Oh, yeah, Blue Hornet, that's right.
Position seek alternate right.
Oh, it's a Blue Thunder.
Oh, Brown Hornet, man. He's got his name all mixed up.
Well, he had to ask him those questions, man. He had to.
Fuck you and your video games, 250.
MTA Queens Midtown tunnel. Be aware, as you approach
Like I always say, the mind's a terrible thing to waste.
Fuck you and your video games, 250 blow.
vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch.
250 blowjob.
What is he today? He's a helicopter pilot. What are you today, Cracky? What are you today? You with NASA? Are you going on the neck? By the way, they're going to have a mission to Mars. I bet Cracky signed up for that, beating all of his qualifications. You know what I mean? He put a flag on the dark side of the moon. The next mission to Mars, Cracky's going to be on that flight. Pay attention. Look his name up. His name is there on the list.
No, he missed that ship, man. That ship sailed away the other day with, out of Florida with Elon Musk roadster, man. That was supposed to be Richie in that mobile. Hey, stuttery daddy.
Oh, you mean he missed the flight to Mars?
Yeah, he missed it, man. They sent that thing out to into orbit. And hopefully it'll get caught into the Mars gravity belt. And then eventually it'll just disintegrate.
Well, that's what they need to put Richie on a satellite, man, and just let him spin in orbit, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, when he re-enters the atmosphere, and you know, they place him on Martian soil, it'll scare the hell out of any living life forms on that planet. Once they see what kind of defects we have on this planet.
Daddy, yeah, he's on Mars every fucking day, man. He lights one up, and he's in a different world, man. Hey, stutter.
This is true. You got a point there. You got a point, Eddie. Yeah, he is. After he starts smoking that stuff, yeah, he's out there, man. Definitely. After yesterday, though, nothing surprises me.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I like that. Just keep going back and forth. Keep ping-ponging back and forth. Yeah, man, that dog, man, lights one up, and he's in a whole different world, man. He's in, what do they call the atmospheric conditions or some shit like that.
He's more like he's in the Twilight Zone.
What are you going to tell the people, Richie, and premature ejaculation?
seek alternate right.
There's actually a song of the Twilight Zone.
825. Yeah, he must be, you know what it is? He put that song on by David Bowie. Ground Control to Major Tom. So it's counting down. And just take your protein pill and put your helmet on.
Right, Joe.
Alternate route.
You see how he gets quiet, Cracky? I don't understand why he does that. He talks all that rhetoric when I'm not out here. And when I'm out here, when I do come on the channel, he sits by his radio, starts chuckling like a little girl, and talking in his background on his own video game. It's mental illness at its greatest, man, at its best. Shame on you, Richard.
No, the best is when he's out there ghost talking with talking, what he thinks he's ghost talking to Brown Hornet one day. And Brown Hornet was nowhere to be found. And he's just chattering away, man. I was like, holy shit, listen to the dog talk.
Yeah, then he talks about me, he talks about you, and everyone else ghost talking. Meanwhile, he's the biggest ghost talker out here. Unbelievable. You see, he says I ghost talk because he doesn't have 1/10 of the receive I have, so he doesn't hear the people I'm talking to. You know, because you look at his noise level, it's usually like a 1 or 0. He has no receive whatsoever. Well, partly because he turns his RF gain down about 50%, and 2, his antenna system is out of whack. It's just not up to the standard, you know. So that's basically what his dilemma is. And then he loves messing with the gain. Because 1 minute you're doing a 9, next minute you're doing a 7. You know, he loves playing with his RF gain. I mean, I don't care. Don't bother me, because I know what I'm really doing on this meter. And if he actually showed what we were doing, it would be way to the right, or way in the red. Right, Richard? You can lie, but you can't hide, Richard. Shame on you, duck plucker.
As you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an...
No, seriously, little man, someone's gonna get rid of MT recording. I put a price out there to get rid of that fucking thing, man. Put your money, get rid of that.
Yeah, it serves no purpose out here.
No, that's that fucking De Blasio, man. That jerk off. I thought Richie knew it, man. I thought that was Richie's right-hand man. Bye-bye.
You could complain. There's a number you can call up, because I remember about several months ago, people were complaining about when they were going into the river tubes or one of the tunnels. They were complaining about receiving only pre-programmed material, so they turned that off, and this recording went off also at the same time. I don't know if anybody recalls that.
I can't say I have, but I'm pretty sure there's some kind of number you can call. Noise complaint hotline or some crap like that, you know?
Yeah, because it is malicious and it's a nuisance. It doesn't serve a purpose, but plug is. That's the only reason why they're doing it. And it's on 21 also. It's simulcast on 21. So, 21's not even a trucker channel, so, it makes no sense. I could see if it was a major issue where drivers getting stuck in tunnels and overpasses on a regular basis, then that would be different, but there's no reason. Just like there's no reason to have Cracky out here. He's just a nuisance. He's like an itch you can't scratch, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that's why they did that. They had a lot of problems with trucks getting to the Midtown Tunnel cash blocks, and they were getting turned around. I guess the Port Authority cops got tired of doing that. So someone had to bring forward the idea of putting up a recording. Then again, which 90% of the truck drivers out there don't even, well, honestly about 80% don't have a radio in their truck to listen.
Roger that, that's true. Alright, Eddie, I'll be right back, man. I'm going to get some Java. I'll be back. I'm actually getting my second cup. So, give me a few.
Yeah, about that 225, man. Only wave. You better get this water out. You got slim fast. Yeah, hey, don't forget the Big Money Here playlist, man. Big Money Here, 3 magic words everybody can remember. After those 3 magic words, type playlist. You're a Sound King in Brooklyn. Oh, man, I had to come in and get more butt. The ladies popped out back while I was out there. I'll be back, man. I'm still out back. Ooh, the Sound King of the golf. Hey, when the other homo 225 come off that key, let him know Richie ran back outside there so he could have his noise out there again. It's not that loud.
Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overhigh condition. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch. As you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overheight condition. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch. Vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch, exit alternate route.
Hey, 225, would you call it?
Into the twilight zone.
Attention, this is the MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overheight condition. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch.
Man, astronaut, barely alive. We can rebuild them. We have the technology. We can build them, make them stronger, faster. The $6 million crackhead. What the hell's going on out here? Shame on a mess. What's the deal? What's the deal? That's the way I like it out here. Crackhead, junkie, monkey free.
It's a beautiful thing when people are mud ducks. Fine, it's already February.
Attention, this is the MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel. Be aware.
The only way Cracky's gonna hear you if you're in the strawberry patch.
Maximum height clearance.
Enjoy that cold air. That's a luxury. Not everybody gets to enjoy that cold air from the AC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Not everybody gets to enjoy that cold air blowing out of their AC in their apartments or in their houses that they own. Yeah, in the way of 225, one time way, I guess if you work, if you earn an honest living and you work hard and you're all around, man, I guess speaking with
That's what you smoke, Cracky? That brown shit?
Smoking? That brown peyote shit?
That's a Richie smoking. He's smoking that brown shit. Richie smoking that skunk.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Richie smoking that skunk, that brown shit.
I think he's smoking peyote, man. That's that crazy shit.
More like he's smoking the shit of a coyote.
He's like one of the morning, talking, walking, and
That's it. They must be in the strawberry patch. He's back on. See, whenever you're doing 20 and better in Cracky's radio, he comes back. You got to be in the strawberry patch. It's the only way Cracky will acknowledge you. Pay attention. And I'm barefooted, man. I'm barefooted. Yeah, the only time Cracky's going to key back up if you're in the strawberry patch. Just way too funny. Ask him about that brown shit he smokes. He's smoking that skunk. That's what Cracky's smoking, that brown stuff.
I told you I heard about 10 minutes ago, man. Let the video game tell a rabbit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm a technician, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You know, that's why I run the video game.
That's his life, man. That video gate is his whole world. That's his whole life, that video gate. He lives by it.
Rabbit, it's all about truth and justice.
If he didn't put out like 25 videos a day on about 40 different channels that he has, he'd be, what would he be? Think about it. All that attention he craves for. He craves for attention. He's an attention freak. Not to mention, he tries to be a control freak, but we slap him down when it comes to that. He's not even control of his own crack pipes, so he has no control out here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just tell Cracky I said crush. Tell that boy I got his Mickey Pop. Tell Cracky I said crush.
Let me step out back, but I got you a video.
And then now he's gonna step out back. Tell Cracky I said crush.
Yo, South King, let's go. Tell him I said crush.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, 2x4. Tell Richie I said crush.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, you'll be back. How many times you gonna say that, junkie?
Wow, the homo needs Richie to be out here. Look at that.
Look, unless you're in his strawberry patch, he won't key up. Way too funny out here. It's way too funny.
I got him playing hopscotch in it.
He's the only one playing hopscotch. I key up all over that dope fiend. What is he talking about? Even in his own gate, he can hear how I take everyone out to him. Cracky, stop it already, man. Get a life.
Let us know that,
The only way he keys up over me is in his own video gate when he lowers the volume and does his commentary. Because he has no one's hand to hold, you know. He has no more Pedro out here, so he doesn't have another video gate where he can play ping pong. He's on his own. He only has that one corny gate he has. That's all he has. Oh yeah, are you in Cracky's strawberry patch yet?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, because I know when anyone gets in his within the 10-15 blocks of him, he starts talking.
Oh, you know where it is. I told you already. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot, man. Well, going out is a good spot for the water and the belt. You get out pretty good over there. And from where I was and from you were, that was at least 45 miles.
MTA tunnel. Replace the tunnel.
Yeah, I know. You know, but it's worth the wait, you know.
Over 12-1, exit into alternate route.
Tunes it on the spectrum analyzer, and that's what you want.
Right, 10-4.
Craggy, look it up on Google, spectrum analyzer.
He doesn't know what that is.
You know what, Mo? You'd have to say no. No, it's custom spectrum analyzer.
Yeah, right. Put a spectrum analyzer.
Hey, even the crude version of the spectrum scope on this SDR radio, he has no clue what it is. He has no idea.
Vehicles over
Yeah, eBay and buy a little Chinese dongle for $8.
He can't afford that. And even if you gave him one, he wouldn't know how to install it. Remember, he doesn't have a computer. He has that smashed up tablet that he uses.
Oh, yeah, well,
It's one of them Amazon, Google. Yeah, Google tablets. Special $35.
Not even. Everything, hey Eddie, everything he possesses, it was a hand-me-down.
Attention, this is the MTA.
could you get that for free, like a magazine subscription?
Approach the tunnel, you will
Shame on you, Richard. And you call yourself the technician out here. Shame on you, Richard. You possess no test equipment. Shame on you.
12 foot 1 inch, exit, alternate route.
That's why, you can't feel sorry for his victims, I wonder what happened to that Sweet 16 he supposedly was going to install for someone. You notice that never materialized.
He should have knew better than buying a newer version of a Texas Star. He should have knew better.
Yeah, they come with those crappy ass. Well, not the HG ones. They use other shit now.
Those DEIs, he had the option of getting HGs. He had that option, but he went cheap because the person that purchased it for his install, he didn't have the money for the upgrade. So he went as cheap as he can go. And you know what happens when you get DEIs? It's like Russian roulette, 50-50 chance it's going to blow on you.
When it first came out, they would rave. People were like, oh, this generation of pills, it better, but
Maximum head clearance, 12 foot,
Look at DEIs are garbage. The HGs are alright.
HGs are very good, man. I swear by those. They're definitely a good replacement for the Toshibas. I have a 4-pill high drive with the HGs, man. And I told you, I ran that thing into a 4-to-1 SWR when it had a defective antenna. And it handled it with no problem. Not that I recommend doing that, but yeah, she handled it. Not an issue. Anything else, DEIs would have blew it instantly.
Now they got the ones you were talking about last time, them BFOR fucking big giant MOSFETs. Those things are pretty nice.
Oh, the 188s? Yeah, I got one being built. Custom made according to my specs and the features that I want in it. Fully paid for. It's just a matter of getting it built. Yeah, when I get that, I'm gonna put it on the air. It's a beast, man. Those devices, those MOSFETs are a beast. Definitely the wave of the future. Well, you're still going to be seeing those analog devices around, with HG, with their superior performance. You're still going to have amp builders continue to use the bipolar devices. It's just those MOSFETs I was talking about. They're so much more efficient. I was comparing the efficiency rating between a Toshiba 2879 and that LF, the 188s, and it's like the MOSFETs are like 80% efficiency compared to 45% with those bipolar devices. Big difference in efficiency.
Vehicles.
It's double. I like the way his voice goes up when his old lady start yelling in the background. Some noise. TGIF.
Well, that's something you never hear in your background, Richard. You'll never hear a woman in your background.
Man, TGIF right back, Mr. 4-mobile.
Attention, this is Mike Clear outside tunnel. Warning, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overhead condition.
Okay, wait a my hand. Where am I at? Everybody out there today, including you, Richie. Good morning to you, Richie.
You will encounter an
Don't forget, he's a Blue Thunder helicopter pilot.
vehicles over.
Yeah, 1990, he was with his partner in a in a Black Hawk helicopter chasing suspects in and out of Manhattan skyscrapers. But don't say I said it. It's in his own video game.
I thought it was Airwolf.
Yeah, man, he got that good shit, man. That's all I know. He's smoking that good shit.
Yeah, you know, when the beginning of the month, the first, the second of the month, when he gets his stash in, he gets that EBT card replenished, his Obama phone, 250 minutes. He feeling real good.
Hey, man, the good shit. Yeah, Roger.
So, you know, he goes from helicopter pilot to getting shot at by the FBI. It's funny because even Brown Hornet, I'm like, yeah, ask him, man. Push on him, man. Ask him about that bullet he caught he caught a bullet in his ankle that the FBI was shooting at him. And he pulled it out like it was a thorn. The shit that comes out of his mouth, man, is just amazing. Totally entertaining, though. Because you know that junkie's harmless. You look at him, you're like, I can't slap this guy.
I'll be right back, boys and girls. Yeah, storytelling is definitely most entertaining, man. I was listening to the one yesterday, with $24 million acre. Shit, $24 million for an acre. What is it, a fucking diamond mine?
Oh, wait a minute. That was the famous actors. Who are the I forget their names. Oh, the Douglas family. What he pay 1,100, and now it's worth 24 million. That's some turnaround, man. Shit, property like that. Trump don't even have knowledge of property like that. But it's all entertainment, man. It's all storytelling, right, Richard? What is Sade worth now? She went from 4 million to like 20 billion, right, Richard? What's she worth now? 20 billion?
Around 77, it was 1,200 as part of an acre that was defined in quite many acres of owned property. So, if that acre falls within the confines of a mega acre, oh man, oh shit, women's prison compound. Yeah, it sold for 1,277 and was copped by the state of New York in '92 for 24 mil. Yo, I'll be right back. In case y'all got it twisted, man.
Hey, you heard it from his home out and in my video gate. He bought it for 12. It's worth 24 million. 1,200 to 24 million. That's a lot of money, man. Wow, that's some appreciation. Woo, man, I need to buy property like that, Richard.
No. I didn't buy it for 12 and it's worth 24. I'll say it one more time, chunky boy. I bought it in 77 for 12 and it sold in 92 for 24. All right, I'll be back.
Okay, so who's that 24 million belong to? Elaborate, sir, and speak clearly and coherently, because you are under oath.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Transmission, because they look like they're cold out there, and I got to get out there with this arrow, man. Ladies mean more than me to obsessed homo. You have a computer, man. It's the old woman's prison up there in Chester, New York, which means Chester Public Records. You'll be able to find everything you need to know. It's right there. Should you feel like paying the $25 to get some real facts? Yeah, I'll be right back.
So am I clear to understand that property in the deed is in your name, sir? Am I clear to understand that?
I say it one more time. You will find the transaction where I purchased the deed and registered myself as owner and all that other shit with the... The deed is in the Brooklyn basement right now. Bitch. Oh, man, look at them jumping. I'll be back, man.
So you swim around the question. So obviously it's another story that you're putting out here. I asked you, is the deed in your name, that $24 million assessed value of that property, is it in your name? People are inquiring. Inquirer minds want to know, Richard. Because you always mention $24 million that's frozen. I thought that was from being a cop suspended without pay for the last 25 years. So you got everyone confused, man. Richard, your 4 badges and all that. I thought that 24 million was pertaining to that. You're confusing, Richard. Everyone's confused out here.
Well, you make them more confused when you swear you have me as a pilot driving a copter that's actually chasing me. Yo, my man, you know my name. You understand? You hear my name. Your entertainment and our entertainment. flannel. You will find paperwork with my name on it, 250, in public record, not Chester, New Jersey now, 250. And I will be back because, like I said, this spliff and the roast to hell at 6 o'clock in the morning. Better than that, there's only one woman's prison, all woman's prison up there. Actually, I think they turned it into